come to the news lately a lot, and I want to discuss what businesses I think could help Perth, bring Perth to shine again. I'm not opening a business, I don't have that much money. And just my basic ideas on what I think could make Perth come to light again. And if you have worked out what colour my top is, comment below. Okay. Also, people have to catch public transport to get to the city, as parking is very expensive and there is rangers, wheel clampers and that everywhere, and that is why people are actually avoiding going to the city. Okay, let's get into it. If I come up with 10 ideas, this video can be called 10 ideas of type of businesses that could make Perth shine again. Are you ready? Okay, number 1. I think Perth is very surfy, and something like in the city or even near City Beach or somewhere like Cottesloe, in the city they could have like a main surfboard shop where they make new surfboard, like Ben in Home and Away. Before he got arrested, he was making surfboards. People can arrange their own types of surfboards and swimming stuff for the beach that makes it a bit safer to swim. And businesses can involve other services to it, not just that main one. Maybe something like being safe in the water, sun protection, you know what I mean, along with the selling the surfboards. Okay, number 2. I think there needs to be a photography shop in the city, where it's kind of dying, of old photos the way that Perth used to be. And I have seen some great photos of how Perth used to be in 1970, and I don't know, it makes you become more thankful that I'm here right now in the 2019. And just interesting all the development that happened, and maybe like a gallery photography. They could even sell those photos of the way they are collecting them at the moment, of the way that Perth used to be and how it's developed to what it is now. And people would be collecting photos from the 1970s, and the buses that they used to have there are amazing. Before Transport bought the bus schedule, and I think that would be an interesting business or shop, gallery, whatever you would like to call it, the way that Perth used to be. I think people would visit it, and even visitors would want to visit it just to see how it used to be. Number 3, and this per how Perth used to be, they could include things like typewriters. People used to use typewriters. Imagine having a typewriting workshop. I mean, that would be great fun. We are so used to emails, but that would be frustrating, but that could be fun to have a place that can bring you back to the old times. Number 3. There is music in my area. Oh well. Number 3 business that could make Perth shine again. I think we can look at the apps, and maybe some of the apps that are successful, they could turn it into a small business. For example, something that is very in, like they could have a collection of Kardashian items. Kardashian items in a store in Perth. Why not? And they could have like dolls that look like Chloe, Kim, Courtney, and the sisters Jenners, and bring in their latest thing. I mean, Kardashians would love it, and the Perth shoppers would love it. Online businesses are taking over because there is nothing original coming into the real world. Something like Kardashians themes, what they do, and printing out photos of to their fans, even if like team thing when they do something big, and people are embarrassed to admit that they follow the Kardashians, but they do. They could even play their episodes in these shops, make it totally groovy. I mean, I'm switched on tonight. Oh my god, I want to get Perth alive and awake. So number 4 is Perth is a multicultural city. There is a huge populations of Chinese people, Italians, Macedonians. They could, for example, have a coffee cafe that's multicultural, like a multicultural coffee cafe near the train station. That would be wicked, like where they could make Italian specific coffee and then they could change it around, and wherever the population from Perth comes in, they could have coffee from that country, coffee and coffee lollies and coffee cakes. I mean, a Italian coffee house, why not? And then they could, for example, have few from other countries that are linked with it, and you could bring people from those cultures in, and those people who have friends from there, and hopefully, yeah. Number 5 business that I think could be useful for Perth City is, I think maybe something like theme shop. I already suggested the Kardashian one, but I mean something like a theme shop that can kind of like people can order a dress and hire it out. They don't necessarily have to buy it. There are so many bridal shops that close down because people buy the dress and then they never kind of wear it again. If they want to hire it out for dress for hire, something like that they could call it. I think that could work actually, because buying very expensive wedding dresses are hopeless, and they could bring in ball dresses themes, Halloween themes, New Year's Eve if you want something for a special occasion, something like that, where you could order it a few months in the store, I mean not online. Okay, number 6 business that could make Perth shine again. And if you have worked out this color of this top, let me know. That'll be halfway through the video. What do you reckon? And if you agree with me, let me know. If you think that some of these businesses should happen, let me know. Internet cafes are closing down, the gyms are not doing so well, and my gym has 10. Leisure centres are doing well at the moment. My gym has a $10 a week deal and no contract, no nothing, and yeah, still struggling. I have seen one of the very popular YouTubers, she has been to Japan, where they have theme parks of spa theme park. Why not copy another country what they have? You obviously can't have it in the city, but they could open something like a beauty salon that is a bit larger, and that can offer something like avocado baths, something special, different flavor baths. They could offer a day at the spa in the city for very cheap, for example, and they could have tea baths, all different things, but it doesn't have to be like a theme park. Obviously they wouldn't put that central, but it's a great idea that Japan has a spa theme park. I would definitely go and visit it. If I went to Japan, I'm planning to go. Number 7 is this. Well, this theme park could actually be a bigger theme park. Could still be somewhere near the center, and could be a new pet attraction, you never know. I mean, imagine having a bath in a wine spa bath. I mean, that would be great. I mean, they're allowed to pick up an idea from somewhere else. Why not? Number 7, theme park. What am I saying? Number 7, business that could make Perth shine again is, I think that there is no, well, it's not a business, but they need to bring some kind of studying institutions into Perth. Adelaide has universities in the city, and that's why it looks more alive during the week. Maybe Perth needs to bring a university into the city and go from there and see if the young people would want to stay in the city after hours, after they finish or whatever, because it is literally dead on weekdays. Yes, number 8. This is what I've been wanting to happen. Holy Moly mini golf is a great business to keep people active, even young or older. My friends and I enjoy it so much. I have posted Holy Moly slideshows. It comes from Queensland. I have seen a fish spa in Asia. They could order something like that, and the Holy Moly comes from Queensland, and there is a fish spa in Queensland. So they could expand their ideas. They could bring that aqua duck boat that is a bus that turns into a boat in Perth, and it could go to Elizabeth Quay, for instance. I think I'm up to number 8. Aqua duck boat is amazing. I think that would be a great thing for Perth. Number 8. Business that could make Perth shine. I think that it needs to be more accepting of multicultural Australians, and I think that maybe they need to have shops, clothing shops from other countries. If people want to order clothes from Italy, they could possibly, there is stores that have it in Perth, but the city centre needs to do things to wake up more. Very basic, and yeah, I consider more culture, maybe possibly have some flags around, maybe have they have Arab events sometimes, and sometimes they have for the international, have film festivals from different cultures, so that there isn't so much race between Australian cultures and people from other countries. Number 9. A business that could make Perth shine again. I think maybe they need something like Sci-Tech and Timezone for adults in the city, where it's cheap and affordable, even if it's in Northbridge or somewhere nearby, somewhere where adults could go and play video games and just chill out and have a good time, you know what I'm saying. Number 10. Wow, I came up to 10. Congratulations to me and congratulations to you if you're still watching this video. I don't know how you do it. Number 10. Thing that could make Perth shine is by doing a regular cleanup. It could still be a small little business idea, but to do a regular cleanup of the city once in a week or once in a fortnight, help volunteers and people to clean up the streets and put rubbishes in the bins and